Hi, welcome Capricorn. This is your Love Scope video for March 2014. So, I picked today to do the videos because Venus, the planet of love and passion and beauty, I always think of it as dancing like nobody's watching. So that kind of passion and beauty, just the real you coming out. Moving from Capricorn to Aquarius, and I thought it would give the readings a little bit of extra energy doing it today, since there was a planetary movement happening. And I don't think Venus was all too happy in Capricorn. It's been in Capricorn for 3 months because you guys are very much by the rules, and dancing like nobody's watching, I think that would be very hard for a Capricorn to do, because you always want to put your best foot forward and really plan your actions, and somebody obviously is watching, so who's going to do that, right? So I think as Venus actually moved out of Capricorn, things are becoming a little lighter for us, okay? Many signs go extremely well with Capricorn. I don't think Venus is one of them. I think it butts heads a little bit. So looking at your cards, I really see that you've done a lot of work. You're looking at your firm foundations. You're clarifying what really matters in a relationship. I think next month, looking at the cards leading into April, I think it's going to be a highly romantic month for you, a wonderful month for you. But this right now is still a little bit about clarifying your vision, your goals, your values. And I think over the last several months, you, Venus being actually in Capricorn, you've really been looking at love and what makes you tick, and what gives you pleasure, what gives you truth, and how do you stand in your truth. And I think some of you are seeing yourselves very differently than you did, say, before Christmas. And so, when you see yourself differently, new values and new truths have to come into play, and it changes things up. So we've got the Knight of Swords, and I really see you flying into this month with action, that you're going to stand in your truth this month, that you are going to make sure that your value system is matched by the person you are with. You're going to clarify what really matters, and I think you're going to stand your ground. If you've done the work over the last couple of months, 3 months maybe, I think you have a new vision for your future. And, we have the Ace of Swords, so new action, new aha moments, new revelations of what your truth is going forward. And then we have the Four of Wands. So your firm foundation and building your castle anew. Okay, so even though your life might be very stable and nice right now, you're rebuilding your castle to what your new view is definitely about and you like. I always see that castle there as almost their thought, like it's a vision of what they want. And the Four of Wands is really the new foundation in going forward. So there is a good foundation, a solid foundation. If you're with somebody, there is already a solid foundation, I think. But you really need to, have a heart-to-heart about what really and truly matters going forward, and what you need to change and what they need to change in order to cement that. Or I think you're going to possibly be leaving the relationship. It's really hard to do a generalized reading for love. Of all the things I could do a generalization about, I think love is a very personal and passionate thing. And even though I'm tapping into your spirit and your stars, for every one of you, there's another sign of the zodiac in play. Whether or not they're in your life now or they're coming into your life, it could be another Capricorn or a Sag or Aries or Taurus, and so they all bring their flavor to the relationship. So it's very hard. There is a baseline that I try and follow, but it's so personal that it makes it so very hard to give an accurate reading for you in love. So I do try my very best. So as we move on into the month, and maybe after we get through the full moon, I see Judgment standing here. Okay, so all that work, all that energy that you have been using in order to define your love, define your truth, what you stand for, what you value, what it truly makes you you. Okay, and even though you felt sometimes that you were all alone in this venture, Spirit was very much behind you, your God, your universe, your angels. They were all right there, sending you signs and messages along the way in order for you to define that, okay? And so depending on the amount of work you've done over the last several months, will define exactly what Judgment has to bring in order to balance the scales for you, in order to make, you know, your life the very best it can be, for you to stand in your truth. Most definitely, most definitely. And we have the World. So, you know, this is a very big completion of long-term aims and goals and desires and wishes and wants. And so I do see as next month comes in, many of you will have new partners coming into your life, or starting to get firmer in your life, or if you are with your soulmate, because, you know, everybody is different. So you might just be coming to a truth and an understanding that you never had before with them, leading you down a brand new path of beauty and beauty and passion and love and desire. But definitely some endings, and the World says very karmic endings, very long struggles, very, you know, where you really had to look at some truths about yourself that you really didn't want to look at. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, so this is going into April. You know, the last three cards are really what's happening going into April, and the first three cards are really what you're coming in with into March. But this is definitely going into April, and look at you standing there. It's a brand new day of dawning, and you are standing in your truth and your beauty. There's your harvest out of all the work that you've done. And so I think, you know, this card tells me that I can't wait to do April for you, because I think it's going to be a very romantic time for you. I think new doors will open. So if you're in a relationship, I mean, you really need to have that heart-to-heart talk on what your truth is and what you really need and what you really value and what they're willing to do, and make decisions going from there. And you could very much be with your soulmate right now, and this is just going to bring on a whole new passion and love that maybe you didn't even experience when you first started dating. If there's somebody that you are interested with, you know, there's going to be some deal breakers here. You're going to find out what they really value. You're really going to start to put some work into finding out where their values sit, where their truth sit, and it could be a deal breaker. No doubt about it. You might say, ooh, didn't know that about you, or wow, I didn't know that about you. So, it could go either way. It's like a 50-50 on that one, on whether or not your new interest that you have in your life is really going to propel you into April, or you're going to be looking for somebody new in April. And if you are looking for somebody, you're not attached to anybody right now, and you are looking, I think you are going to be shocked at who you attract. And you're going to have to, like, you're going to be like, whoa. They might be a different religion, a different culture. I think your truths have really radically changed you. Maybe you don't realize it yet, but they have. And as March plays through, you're going to realize just how much you're going to stand in your new truth, which is going to open up so many new doors for you in April. It's quite exciting. So, you know, if you see yourself differently, then new values have to come into play, right? So let's pick you a romance angel card, okay? So calling on your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Wow, what a card. That's probably the most beautiful card I've had so far out of all the readings. And just look at that, you know. You're praising God, and the angel stands right behind you, looking in the direction that you're praying, and surrounding you with beauty and with love. And so they're hearing you. So you might be with your soulmate and not even realize it. And throughout this month, you're really going to realize just how much they matter in your life. Or you're going to be looking in the direction of finding your soulmate. And I think, you have a new clarity going forward. And I think next month is just going to be wonderful. If this card doesn't say it, I don't know what does. Although the Nine of Pentacles says it quite loudly, resounding, actually. That next month is just going to be full of fireflies and fireworks and joys and romance. So, talk to your God, your universe, your angels, your spirit guides this month. They're definitely around you, and they are leading you to either recognizing that soulmate that is right in front of you and has been all along, and you're going to get that through conversations with them, or leading you to your soulmate, and now that you have these truths about yourself, and really coming forward and standing in your truth. And until next time we meet, remember, I love you.